And that was the introduction. And stop sharing.
Good morning.
Good morning, everybody. It's good to have you all here again in June 10th, I think today, right?
June the 10th, amazing. And episode 15, can you imagine doing anything 15 times? My goodness.
I can't imagine. It's just amazing how time flies. Anyway,
There's Ryan. Good morning.
Good morning, Ryan. And last week we started a new program. Not a program, a new kind of event. It's just in between me and John. We are having the first open Saturday. Every Saturday every first Saturday is going to be open. Our studios are going to be open, and I think our very first one was a very successful one, and I want to thank everybody who came and check us out. And not only they show up and had a great conversation, they even bought some art, and that was lovely and unexpected. If we invite you to our studio, it's not always always you need to buy something. It's just check with us and have a great conversation.
Right.
If you like something, even better. But if you don't feel stressed like you're gonna need to buy something if you come and visit us.
But we won't stop you if you want to. Listen, we probably should do a few housekeeping rules. If you are here on Facebook Live, we are broadcasting on Zoom, basically. So we can't see you. I apologize for that. So if you would like to leave comments in the comment section, we will get to those after the show, but we can't see you live right now. But we're delighted that you're here. And obviously we've got Ryan and Suriel here in Zoom. So welcome to you both as well. If you do see something that you absolutely love and want to purchase, things are for sale, and we can ship anywhere in the world. We will make it happen if you need a piece of art.
I mean, and generally, some pieces may be available on our website. Some may be available only in the studio. However the situation is, don't hesitate to get in touch with us if you really want to acquire something that we present in this art chat.
Magnificent.
So let's share the screen again, because I want to say a big thank you to Brittany, who fell in love with this Morning Dew from the Vellum collection last Saturday. And she emailed me this week sometime that she absolutely loves this piece, and she's looking for the best frame now. That's a great feeling. And thank you, Brittany.
And Brittany's quite a lovely photographer as well. It's really great when you can sell photography to photographers. That's a coup. So congratulations, and I'm glad she loves the piece.
So before we go any further, I want to just briefly show everybody the pieces we are going to talk about in this show. And those are mine from Illumination series here on the left, and on the right it's one called Morning Dew from the Vellum collection. And yours?
I've got Ariel from my Archangel series, and Sunny Day. Fantastic.
Now, let's start with a piece of news, most important ones. This Saturday, it's an open Saturday at Silver Street Studios. And of course, John's Studio 108 and my Studio 111 will be open. And will be open from 12 to 5. However, if you guys wander around a little later than that, probably will be here because there's some other events going on in this area. So people,
we have a monthly art fair that meets here through the Heights group, I believe, and they have an art fair here in our parking lot. Mm-hmm. And in the summers they move to the evening, so they'll be here from 6 to 10. So we'll probably stick around a little bit later on Saturday.
And then a reminder for those who do not follow us yet on Instagram or Facebook or what else, didn't visit our websites yet. Please do follow us and check our pages out. John is on John Bogdan Fine Art on Facebook, and I am under Bogdan Photo Art. And in Instagram, John is in John Bishop Fine Art, and you can find me on Bogdan on Instagram, one word. I can't believe I got that name just years ago.
Really?
What else? We have a YouTube channel. You want to talk about that?
Absolutely. Let's see. YouTube, we do quite a bit of content. I put out a weekly vlog, a weekly blog, and a weekly podcast, which is also a video podcast. So I do both audio and video. So those happen every week. And in those productions, I'm really speaking to people who are creatives in business and how we're running our creative business and looking for inspiration, who we've met along the way, and the kinds of things we're involved in. And that's the real impetus of those channels.
And my channel is about the craft of photography, if you want that, where I share little, not workshops, but tutorials, if you want. Why is mine different than others? It's because I'm show you how I do, I'm show you what the techniques I use, and I'm taking you to a journey. It's not just here is the picture, let's do it together in front of the screen. What I want to try with my videos is to, film the trip that I'm going to take to whatever country or forest or whatever, you name it, and film the drive, film the location, talk with you, and make it more engaging if you want.
And also, Bogdan, I mean, a lot of these tutorials are very, very techy. They're meant for the gearheads who just are really into lenses and f-stops, and yours is not like that.
Yeah,
yours is not geared just for the technical folks.
Yeah, it's a little bit technical, and it's a little bit about me because I wanna develop a relationship with those who watch the videos as well.
And yours seem to be more art-centered, on the art of photography and less on the mechanics of it all.
Right. Not every picture has to be crispy, right?
Right. It's been my experience.
Unfortunately, I'm not as productive as you coming with putting together these workshops, just because mine takes so much longer in production than yours. But saying that, we have a new exhibition here in Silver Sea Studios, and that it's called Some of Us. It's kind of a salon, you said, John?
A salon style. Mm-hmm.
Where everybody has about 6 feet wall. When they can place wherever they want, they can do their own installations, their own design. And I didn't go crazy like others, just saying. I just have 2 pieces, the City People and Midtown. They're quite large, 36 by 36. And the beauty of this show is we can, in 1 week or 2 weeks, if we feel like we don't have any engagements, we can change them. Or if somebody wants them to buy them right away, I can sell them right away and replace them with something else. And those are your pieces.
I, however, did go crazy. I have 15 pieces on my section of the wall, and I've cleaned house in here, put out a lot of content. The whole idea of the salon was back in France, when people would go on a Sunday afternoon and visit the salons. They would go and visit the artist studios, and they would have work just everywhere. And so that is the idea. It kind of looks like an art fair, where you've got different booths of people's work. And so what I found really amazing is, even though we all had basically no criteria other than here's some space, don't go beyond the tape, the collection looks really, really good. Somebody came by the studios last week from the public and said that this is the best exhibition they've ever seen at Silver Street in the years that they've been coming. So that says a lot. You leave people alone, they do a wonderful job. So if you have a chance to come by, the show is up until August, and till late August. It's really worth coming by and seeing it, because it's a great show.
Mm-hmm. What else is out there? I have a new slide. I talked about this last week, but in case you
Uh-huh.
missed it, I just want to say a big thank you to New York Center for Photographic Art for selecting my photograph as is from the Inheritance series for their Architectural 2021 show. However, if you want to take a look closer to this photograph, it is printed on a 20 by 30 inch in my studio here in Silver Street Studios. So another reason to come and visit me at 111 this Saturday. Why not? And I'm probably going to talk about this festival that I got in Argentina all the way to September. I was invited by the those involved in Argentina and the Festival of the Fotografía Artística to be a guest artist. And the theme of the festival this year was Sueño o Realidad, Dream or Reality. And I had the perfect submissions for them, and all these photographs will be featured in this year festival.
You've been there twice to this one and 4 times exhibitions in Argentina. So congratulations.
Thank you. And those are some of the images from this synopsis series, which has to do with memory and how, I combine this with a lot of various superimposed photographs, and also I used a lot of digital hand drawing filaments on those photos just to connect elements with each other.
They're very beautiful, and what an incredible coincidence that was the theme that they came up with, and you happened to have a new series out.
Well, and that was Argentina. Now we're back in the studio where I'm keep exploring new ideas, and I'm working on new pieces. And I'm exploring now with cement and photography. I'm basically taking these scrambling architectural shots that I have and took over the years, and I print various elements of various photographs, and then I cut it, and then I place them together on a board, and I embellish them with cement and paint, just to make them look even more realistic in a way, give them a 3D look, if you want.
They are amazing. The textures are amazing.
Yes, Panca Marga.
Panca Marga. The only thing I'm thinking about these days, the exhibition starts on July the 1st through the 27th, and the reception is a month from yesterday. So I'm in the home stretch now. Actually, I've actually picked up the invitations yesterday. So I'll be sending out printed invitations as well as online invitations. We've got, met with the building yesterday about posters and trash cans and all that stuff, meeting with the caterer. And by the way, I'm just letting you know, there will be bacon wrapped shrimp. That is a guarantee. I haven't decided anything else, but that was such a hit with Bogdan's. We have to do that again.
Yeah.
And then the final bits are being framed. I have 2 pieces here. 2 of the large pieces. Hope they don't fall. And those are being picked up today, sometime this morning, because they won't fit in the car. And they're going to frame those for us as well, and then deliver them. So other than that, it's just a question of getting all the technology ready and getting my head space ready for the show and for the entire exhibition and for the reception. So it's coming along.
Yeah, and the small ones, did you mention that? We already said something.
Yeah, the small ones are already framed. Mm-hmm.
Now, for those one who never watch our show because they're new, Can you tell us about quickly what this exhibition is all about and what it's Pancamarga?
Okay, this is what we're calling a legacy collection, a legacy series. And so this will be a series of 100 paintings that I will do over a period of 20 years. And I'm going to release them 20 at a time every 5 years for the next 20 years until I'm 80 years old. So I have promised that I will not die before I'm 80, and that I will be creating a very collectible series that will follow my entire art career. Unless I get really creative at 90, but then we'll deal with that then. So it's a way of collecting over an entire career of an artist's life.
But this particular exhibition has a name. It's a process out of that. Can you tell us the name and briefly why?
Sure. I chose the name Pancamarga. It's actually a Buddhist concept or teaching that states that when somebody reaches the level of bodhisattva, which is like a saint in Buddhism, instead of being the top, instead of being finished, that actually is revealed that when you reach that level, there's actually 5 more roads that you must go down to before you become a Buddha. And so I thought that was a good parallel to where I am in my life, because I'm starting over basically when a lot of people are retiring. And instead of slowing down and just finishing, I'm going to start something new. And that's I think a really good parallel for where I'm going with this. And the Pancamarga, each of those 5 roads have a different subject that someone needs to go down. The first one that I'll be presenting here in July is the path of accumulation. And that refers to, in Buddhism, all of those things that you bring from your prior lives, from all your experience that brings you to this point where you're starting down this last road to perfection. And in my case, I figure at 61, I'm bringing a lot of life experience, a lot of art experience, a lot of other experience, and bringing all that. So I think it's a good match. And that's been kind of the meditation, if you will, while I was making all of these paintings.
Fabulous. Let's move forward. It's 11:18, and we need to dig into the feature art. Well, for one of the pieces I choose for today is called Illumination. And I mentioned before, it's from the Synapses series, and I'm gonna feature images from Synapses series for a while now, just because it's such a hit in Argentina these days. And for those who don't know, Synapses is a collection that seeks to challenge the traditional realism of photography. It's an abstract collection, and where I try to combine high symbolic images, sometimes very ambiguous, and place them in a context that is foreign, that allows each individual to interpret meaning or emotions based on their own life experiences. And,
somebody should write that down.
I should write that down. I can read it that better, right? And so this in particular one, it's constructed for I believe 2 or maximum 3, I can't remember, but 2 or 3 images superimposed, and it's in motion. And I wanted to make the viewer connect with a memory on their past. There's something going on, there is movement, there is life, but yet there is a quiet image in a way.
Absolutely.
I can see the sunset on the at the end of this, at the bottom of the trees, if you can see it. And I thought this could be
it looks like a memory. It looks like it's disjointed, like you remember some parts better than others. It's that kind of hint of a thought.
Right.
I just think it's a great, and then the whole idea of synapses, all these connective tissues seem to be going back and forth through this forest.
And that's the beauty of this, motion photography in a way. it's up to you to make up whatever. And you know what? Let me show it to you. I have it right here. How do I do that? Can you see me, or do you see?
We see the grid.
You see the grid. So now I have it printed here, and it's kind of a large one.
It's nice size.
Yeah, it's printed on canvas, this one. I don't usually print on canvas, but I wanted to try something new, and I think the outcome is really nice. Mm-hmm. And it's available in the studio to purchase, or to collect, or just to look at it. Also, the whole images from Synopsis series are here on display in my studio in 111 in Silver Seed Studios.
Magnificent.
Fabulous. And the second image, if I have time, is called Morning Light. And this is yes, it's from the Vellum collection. However, it started with a Vellum, but now I print it on paper, on honeymoon paper. And this is those are actually a few branches of an eucalyptus. And a friend of mine just gave it to me some time ago. And you know what? I said, they are so gorgeous. I'm going to create something with them that will last forever. So this is how I started. Now the photograph is, I placed how I took these pictures is I placed the photograph in that flower vase. And in front, I have a kind of a matte transparent glass. And on the back, I placed a kind of multicolor reflecting poster board. And then I took several pictures moving the poster boards behind, so that would give me various colors. So this is one of the choices I picked.
It's beautiful. Yes. And you say down at the bottom that it's edition of 20. Tell us again about editions. So that means what?
So that means that once I finish printing 20 of these images, it's over. I cannot print it anymore. So if you guys
makes it much more collectible and rare.
If you guys want to collect any of these, please get in touch with me. And I actually have it here. Let me show it to you. This in particular is it's a print 14 by 14, but is designed to go in a 24 by 24 frame. And I'm looking now for a golden frame. Actually, I have a client of mine who purchased one, and if you give me 1 second, I can show you to you how it looks in a golden frame.
Because it really makes a difference when we see them framed.
So this one
takes on a whole different element.
12 by 12
look
print
at that.
In a 16 by 20, and it's just gorgeous.
Yeah. Wow, that really dresses it up nice. It looked good before.
Right. And so this is what I want to feature this week. And I think it's your time to talk about your art. And that's the first one. It's Ariel, I believe.
Ariel is one of 12 in a series of paintings I did, mixed media pieces I did. They're named after the archangels, and they're 12 archangels and 12 pictures. So this one is Ariel. I did these pictures. I hope this isn't too much of a downer. My father was passing away. He was quite ill, and I could not leave. So I had to stay there and kind of be on vigil when Dad was there to make sure that he had everything he needed. And so I did all of these in my parents' dining room, on their dining room table, as I kind of watched over Dad in his illness. And so these are very special to me because I associate it with that. But I just really believe that the colors and I just find them to be very, very calming and rich in the color, and there's not a lot of texture. It's only paint. I've got it here. It's just paint and ink.
Just a moment, John.
On there, but there is some texture because some of the paint is thicker, but they look textured because of the way I embellish them. I have all my kind of signature things, the sacred circle, these white dots that for me represent kind of Aboriginal art to say that this is something spiritual, something otherworldly from another realm. And so those elements are there. And I just find these really, really nice. They're a beautiful size, 9 by 12s, all on paper. And I love the way the ink and the acrylic paint react on the paper. Mm-hmm. So I really enjoyed that series, and I hadn't shared this particular one, and it's one of my favorites in that series, Ariel. The second is an absolute party on canvas. This one I call Sunny Day. This is I had a lady come in, the same one that told me I painted busy, came in and told me I sure like yeller. And I do like yeller. I use a lot of yellow. And this particular one, I was really experimenting with texture. And I don't know if you can make it out. I had an old Hawaiian shirt with iguanas on it. Do you remember my iguana shirt, Bogdan?
Of course I do.
This is my iguana shirt. It's been cut up and plastered all over this and puttied over and gessoed over. So they're little remnants of my lovely Hawaiian shirt. And I figured that was very summery.
You are
so
very
I
creative.
Absolutely, if you can, I've got it here. The texture on it is just, I don't know if you can make it out. Now you can't really see in great detail. I don't know if you've got any more detail on it.
Yeah, I got it.
It is almost 3D. It weighs a ton.
So, my God, we're gonna need to buy you a new shirt now.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm gonna keep recycling all my clothes.
Because my blue jeans made it in your paintings as well.
Maybe that'll be my next Bunka Marga series, my fashion series. But including the buttons are there. But again, it was just a real celebration of color, of movement, of texture. I still have my dots. I still have a lot of the elements you'll see in a lot of my paintings, and lots of layers of color and movement. And I just find this one a very, very positive painting. It hasn't gotten a lot of attention. I think I've only had it in one show. Just the only other people who've seen it have been by the studio. So I thought I'd share that one today as well.
So just remind everybody that if you guys are in Houston this Saturday and you wanna get a feeling of this painting, come and visit us at Johnny's.
You can even touch it.
In Studio 108 here at Silver Steel Studios. And you can touch it as well.
There you go. Well, great. Those are the things we had to share with you guys, and we're making it just on time. I thought we were going to be delayed, but we're making it all right. Have a wonderful week. We will be here on Saturday, and we will see you guys next Thursday.
Excellent.
Bye now.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye.